So, in a couple weeks now, one of the most highly anticipated fighting games in recent memory is set to release. And I truly think that it is going to change the face of online commentary forever. Guilty Gear Strive is set to release June 11th, 2021.
That is bullshit.
Today we're talking about Guilty Gear Strive and the impact it's going to have in online commentary sets. So, as we know, it's set to come out in a couple weeks. We have another beta coming up May 13th. So, tons of content is going to be coming out around this game, featuring this game, and just it's everywhere. Now, when we think of commentary on a local level, it's you, your local, and whoever else is commentating with you. Right now, since we're all online, that could reasonably be anybody. I mean, we see commentators working international events quite regularly. And I don't mean that they're traveling to these events. They're not flying out like the old days. Yeah, I mean, like when we're talking about, commentators commentating internationally right now, it's much different than the before times. Before times we'd see people like Sage M, Tasty Steve, Chiuna, Logan Sama, Tyrant, Damascus, like all these people, they would be flying around internationally, crossing borders and commentating events in person with a crowd, all the good stuff that we love and miss and remember. But now we're evolving. Right now, we have commentators like St. Cola, Brad Muse, Roman Nova, Thomas Winkley, all of them are commentating international style events in a different way. Right now we have like Salt Mine League, the most wanted tournament there with Damascus, and these NA commentators are commentating these international events. And now for people playing in these events, it's not international for the most part since it is their local, but the commentators are gaining that international knowledge. They're being able to see what different types of metas are evolving overseas within their own seas, because then, not only are they commentating those outside leagues, they're commentating, the online local, Casa, Incendium, anything around here that needs commentators. But so now, what does Guilty Gear Strive bring to the table that will change this, evolve this, revolutionize this? It's good netcode. It's what everybody's been dreaming of. With Guilty Gear Strive, we're going to be able to see players play literally internationally. We're going to be able to have East Coast and European events. We're going to be able to have West Coast and Japanese events. Like, these players are going to be able to cross-pollinate. We're going to be able to play coast to coast. Right now, if you're playing Street Fighter V, you can barely play somebody down the street, let alone the other coast of the United States. Don't even dream about playing overseas. It just doesn't happen. So here comes Guilty Gear Strive, right? Great netcode. Everybody's already played it in Beta 1. We're going to be playing it again in Beta 2 in just over a week now, and we're going to see the improvements that they've made there. Then there'll be even more improvements once the game fully releases. So it's going to be insane how many players are going to be able to interact with players they've never played before. So now when it comes to tournaments, like the online local, like Casa, Salt Mine League, Incendium, Trace Complete, whatever tournament organizer you know and love, they're going to be able to run Guilty Gear Strive events. They're going to be able to take in players from overseas, from the other coast, from not just overseas, but Canada and Mexico. And so we're going to start seeing commentators like Brad Muse, like St. Cola, Roman Nova, Thomas, whoever else is doing these international style events. They're going to be able to learn and take advantage of these new events that crop up, because not only are they going to have these connections, but as they grow, they're going to be able to commentate more of those international events. So if Winner Stays On wants to do a Guilty Gear Strive tournament, hey, Brad, Cola, sign up, be commentators, do your thing. You're going to have the knowledge that the East Coast players coming over to partake in this event and bring that to the stream. And so now with this new game, Guilty Gear Strive, a lot of people are going to be commentating this. Everybody and their mother wants to commentate this game. With all of this added interest as well, we're going to be getting new people that want to commentate. Either new players that have never commentated before, but since it's a new game, they want to try their hands, so they want to commentate Guilty Gear Strive. Or people that have literally never seen any fighting game before. They're seeing Twitter blow up with Guilty Gear Strive and it's amazing netcode, woo! And they want to try their hand. And it's going to be amazing. There's going to be so many commentators. There's going to be so many commentary spots. Because think about it. What happens on a local level, right? If you go to your local Minnesotan TO and you say, hey, I want to commentate Guilty Gear Strive, and then say Cola comes in and says, hey, I want to commentate Guilty Gear Strive, and there's only one spot. It's up to the TO to decide who they want and what type of commentary they want for their show. But there is a world where they will take Cola every single time, or Brad, or Logan Sama, or Seijin, like anybody of a top tier quality. Now, does this mean that you're going to have to beat off Pro Tour level commentators anytime you want to commentate a local? Yeah, probably, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just because you're not always going to get the commentary spot right off the rip doesn't mean you can't get it later on. You know, hate to harp on Cola, but look at what he's done in the last year. He has been everywhere. And how did he do that? He just messaged TOs. He hit him up. Hey, let me commentate your event. Hey, you got a stream going? Let me commentate it. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes. There's so many spots for commentary. There's going to be so many more spots for commentary. You're going to be able to find a spot to commentate something. And if you can't, for whatever reason, whether it's you don't know of any TOs, which is entirely possible, I've been there, coming into a new space, not knowing anybody and wanting to do something, it's intimidating. There's going to be the Guilty Gear Beta open, May 13th through the 16th. It's coming up very soon, and everybody's going to be playing it. Everybody is going to be playing this game. And so the people that spend that open beta either playing and learning the mechanics and the frame data and all the other things that make commentary really shine, or they're going to spend their time commentating other matches and learning that way. Both of those are very useful. One of those will show a little bit more in terms of applying to TOs, because if you just play 3 days and then go to a TO and say, hey, I want to commentate, they'll be like, oh, well, do you have any practice? You'll be like, well, I'm really good at the game. Whereas the person that spent it commentating the whole time, they'll be like, here's 40 days worth of VODs and practice commentary. So the TO will be like, yeah, that guy. Either way, this game is going to explode commentary in so many different ways, unlocking so many doors for people that are already in the scene, people that are coming into the scene. It's absolutely going to be insane. I cannot wait for it, and I'm going to be spending that beta weekend commentating Guilty Gear Strive. And hopefully everybody else will enjoy the beta weekend as well. And then when it comes out June 11th, hopefully we can all play together in just an absolute massive fashion and have a good time. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you disagreed with anything I said, let me know down in the comments. We can have a conversation about it, see if I really am wrong. And if you liked what I said here today and you agree with it, be sure to hit that like button so it shows the YouTube algorithm that I said something of value, and it'll show it to more people who may disagree with it or agree with it. Hit subscribe as well so you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. Other than that, enjoy your time on Guilty Gear Strive. I'll see you there, and I'll see you guys next time.